morning. Welcome to class, everybody. Just check the sound. So welcome to class, yogis. So this is our Wednesday class, and today we are going to be using the mat. If you do want a chair as well, then all of the postures as normal can be adapted for seated to take the pressure off the knees or off the hips. We are going to be standing for the majority to do our standing asanas, but you can take the chair, and then when we go down onto the floor, we're going to be rested on our backs to finish the session. Then if you're comfortable lying on the floor, then do get your mat or your couch or whatever ready. You want it to be comfortable, but you want it to be solid as well, because we're going to be feeling each part of the body. So do try to have a mat or something a bit more solid than a couch. Of course, if you want to use the bed or the couch, then you can do. It's not off limits, but it just doesn't give you that solid foundation to be able to feel the parts of the body. Okay, so I'm just going to take my seat, waiting for our few yogis to join today. I know some of you are going to be doing the class later. That is completely fine. So make sure you've got a nice comfortable space, enough so you can take the arms out to either side. And like I say, we are going to be standing and seated today. Main point, yogis, is enjoy. This is your time, your class, to really focus on you. And as long as you're focused on you, you are nourishing yourself. You are getting the benefits of the class. So number one, focus on yourself. This is your time and it is very important. So don't rush it, really enjoy it. Number two is in yoga, we are always breathing through the nose. So in and out through the nose with your movements. You are, as a rule, as we rise, we inhale, and as we fall, we exhale. So if you can try your best as we go through the asanas to keep that in mind. Good morning for those who have just joined. Just to reiterate before we open our practice, that we are going to be standing for a lot of it, and that can be adjusted to the seat. And at the end, we are going to be going down onto the floor, onto our backs. So make sure you do have a suitable place for that. Otherwise, you can take the chair and you can do the relaxation and body scan in the chair. So everything is adaptable to whatever your body needs. And don't forget that we modify the asanas to suit us. We don't have to contort into any sort of shape and cause injury. So be kind to yourself. Okay, yogis, take a comfortable position and we open our practice. The theme of today, as we come into the summer after the solstice yesterday, is releasing the past and looking to the present. So yes, we may want to look a little bit into the future, but we're focusing first of all on the present. The past is the past, and our breathing technique today, our sea breath, is going to help us to release anything that is stored in the body from maybe years ago, maybe the last few weeks, however far back. If it hasn't been released, then it is stored in the body. So we need these releasing techniques and of course our asana practice to release things, release emotions from the body. And the place in the body that stores the most emotions is actually the hips. Okay. So take a nice seat, eyes closed, and find your preferred mudra with the hands. Feel through the feet. Eyes are just softly closed. You may want to start noticing the breath through the nose. Just feel into the body, wiggle if you need to, move if you need to. Just really be aware of how you feel this morning. Feeling through the feet. How would you describe that sensation underfoot? Feeling through the bum. How would you describe that sensation? And we note these things down each time in the mind. In our yoga journal, just imagine yourself writing the adjective. And we do this so we can cultivate that awareness, so it becomes natural to us that everything during day-to-day life, we understand how we feel and how we're reacting. Take your awareness right up the spine. Notice how your back feels today. Any niggles, any discomfort. Take your awareness to the shoulders, wiggle the shoulders. And notice your neck, sit nice and tall. We're just observing. Make sure the arms are heavy, they are relaxed, and the hands just loose in the lap into the mudra. Release any tension you may be holding in the forehead and the cheeks and the jaw. Eyes are just softly closed. So think about your posture. You should be sitting in the best posture for you now. Nice and tall. And we notice our breath through the nose. Is that easily flowing through both sides of the nose for you? Or is one side blocked? Is one side easier than the other? The mouth is now closed. The tongue is just resting loosely in the mouth. And we breathe through the rest of the practice through the nose. Let's open with our 3 deep sighs. Really take in anything you need, anything that's going to help you. And on the sigh, let the body drop and really release. So if you can visualize whatever you want to release, whether that be pain, emotion, anything in the mind or the body, try to visualize that coming out through the breath. We begin. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And sigh. Inhale. Sigh. Inhale. Sigh. Just take a moment, yogis, in stillness. How would you describe how you feel in this present moment? Note this down. Visualize yourself writing that adjective down. Don't worry if you can't pinpoint it, and don't place any judgment on what you've written. We are just observing. Start to wiggle the fingers and wiggle the toes. We're going to bring ourselves to awaken. So we open the eyes. Take your time. When you're ready, eyes are open. Brilliant. So with the theme of our release, we'll see breath. So let me demonstrate. The hands come at the side of the chair, or if you're seated beside you. We inhale forward, a big inhale through the nose. And as we exhale, we open the mouth as wide as we can. The arms come out a little bit to the side. We breathe out through the mouth and the arms come down wherever you feel comfortable, and we drop the head and the neck. So you're releasing the body down, relaxing the body, opening the back and the neck, pushing against the digestive system, and it's that breath, it's that visualization and that noise. The more noise you can make with that breath as it comes out the mouth, the more you're going to really feel that release. If you are worried about your blood pressure or concerns with the heart, then you don't drop the head all the way down. You maybe want to come up to here and just rest the arms down without taking the head down. So it's up to you. We are going to do roughly 10 to 15 rounds of this breath. So really inhale through the nose and exhale as much as you can through the mouth. Okay, see how you go with these, yogis, and really visualize what you want to release. It's quite a therapeutic breath, this one. Okay, sit nice and tall, hands at the sides of you. We inhale, take the arms right up. You can take the chin with you as well. eyes. Inhale. Inhale. In. 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 2 more rounds. In. In. Stay down in this position in the forward fold if that feels okay with you. If not, then do bring yourself up slowly to neutral. But if you are choosing to stay down, spread the hands out. See if you can reach the floor. If not, take the hands onto the legs. Drop the head and the neck. Allow that blood to flow to the brain to get all that, the nerves in the brain, to get them working this morning, to bring vitality to the mind. Breathe in and out if you are seated in the forward fold. Feel that through the back and the arms. If you are seated neutral, just take your breath. Notice how you feel. Manage the breath. We rise from our forward fold, moving the hands back up the body, back to neutral. Just let that blood flow down back to the heart. You can rub the hands against the thighs, signaling to the body that we are safe. Just letting that nervous system know that we are okay. And just do this until your mind, till the blood has returned to normal. And take the hands into the mudra. Just notice, yogis, how that breath worked for you. It might not have. That might be a breath you know for future is not helpful. But oftentimes that breath is reported to be a big release. And also you will be feeling a lot warmer in the upper body, getting that circulation right through into the arms, into the fingers and the hands, increasing the circulation, especially in the extremities. Just breathe, take a couple of deep breaths. And when you're ready, we open the eyes. Fantastic. Let's just warm the upper body a little bit more before we come up to standing. Hands again at the side of the chair. Inhale, take the arms up. Chin goes to the sky as well if that feels okay for you. Stretching out the neck, helping the thyroid. And just stretch those hands out, in and out with the hands. Stretching the whole body right up. Really opening the lungs. Make sure you're breathing in and out, getting that lovely oxygen into the body. Breathe at your own speed. Really open the body, stretch right up. We bring the arms to the front and the chin back to neutral. Flat hands, we move the wrists up and down, moving from the wrists. Really good, yogis. Into a fist and just rotate the wrists and the other way. So these small asanas are just as important as what you might consider the bigger asanas, just as important. Good. Into the snake, so interlock fingers, snake the arms, getting all those little parts of the hands and the fingers and the wrists working. And into the knot, so you do need to let the arms go floppy. Floppy, it's the only way you can do it. Good, arms down to the side, deep inhale and rise up. We take the right hand on the left wrist and we lean to the right. So make sure you're not leaning forward, you are nice and tall. Hands, if you're sitting straighter above the head, and they stay in the same position, you're just leaning to the right. So you can look down to the floor or you can look straight ahead. And you're feeling this right down the left side, through the shoulder, through the sides of the body. Of course, if that is too painful, you can bring the arm across the body and you will strengthen a different area of the shoulder. Just make sure that your body is not actually leaning forward. Inhale, rise up, left hand takes the right wrist and we lean to the left. Breathe in and out as we hold. Inhale, rise up. This time right hand comes down beside you. If you are on a chair, you're actually going to get more benefit because you can drop the weight down the sides of the chair. If you are on a mat like me, bend the elbow and take that down to the side. So you're stretching out the sides of the body. If you are on the chair, your hand will go towards the floor. This top arm can either be to the sky or you can wrap it around the back. And the variation here is the gaze. If you can, try to look up to the sky and you will feel that intensify in the sides of the body. Find the position that is best for you, yogis. Breathe and we hold. So if you're looking to the sky, you're also pushing that left shoulder back and you're opening the chest to the sky. So a twist comes into play here. We inhale, take that arm to the sky, straighten up the other arm, come back to neutral and down, brilliant. Inhale, arms to the sky, this time we drop the left one to the side. Find the position that is best for you, so you're feeling it in the side of the body. The hand is high, and if you want to, you can wrap it around the back. You can stay here looking with the gaze ahead, or you can take the gaze to the sky, and if you are doing that, you will add the twist. Opening that chest to the sky, the right shoulder is pushing back behind you. Breathe and hold, no matter what your position here, breathe steadily through the nose, focus on the breath. So you release that right arm, goes to the sky, straighten up the other arm, use the chair or the floor to push you up, and the arm comes down. Last time, inhale, rise up. And exhale, we bring the arms all the way down, perfect. Okay yogis, let's come up to standing. So everybody up to standing to start with. Just want the feet to be hip width, hands on the hips, and we're just going to start by moving the hips to the side, to the front and to the side. Keeping those legs straight, so they might be really creaky and stiff at the moment. We haven't started using them yet. So just circle those hips and the other way. Fantastic. Take the legs in a wider stance. So we are going to come into our warrior flow, as it is, as we know probably now, the quickest way to warm up the whole body. So we are going to go through quite a few warrior positions today. So nice wide stance, you can always shorten it. Let's turn the right foot out so your heels are on a line. This way and this way. So you want the feet to be at the right angles. Left one to knee, right one facing to the side. Bend that right knee. You might want to adjust the legs. You want to be feeling the stretch in the inner left thigh. If you're not, that means you can take that a little bit wider. You're not at your maximum limit. Arms up, yogis. Look to the middle finger of the right hand. And we're just going to hold the position here. So make sure you're not doing too much or too little. Make sure the upper body is nice and straight. Arms and legs are both strong. Look to the middle finger of the right hand. Nice steady breath as we hold. We are going to flow in a moment. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, reclined warrior, the left arm goes down the leg and the right one comes up to the sky. Keeping those legs exactly the same. So reclined warrior. If you want to take that top arm over the head, you can do. If you want to place that right arm onto the hip or behind the back, there are other options to protect the shoulder. Breathe and hold, in and out. Legs stay the same. We inhale, bring the arms back to warrior two as we started. Find the focus in the middle finger. And we exhale, bend that arm and take that elbow down to the knee. Other arm, left arm is high into the sky. Again, protect the shoulder if you need to. Wrap the hand behind the back or place it onto the hip or even rest it onto that leg. That front arm takes a fist and that just gives us more strength in the posture. You're either looking to the bottom foot or you're looking to a point on the ceiling. If you are looking to the sky again, push that left shoulder back, twist the upper body. All yogis, breathe and hold once we're in the posture. So breathing in and out through the nose. If you want to take an extra variation here, that front hand can come down to the floor. We find the limits of our own bodies. Inhale, take the left hand to the sky. Use the legs to push you up, back to warrior two. Now we take that sequence, one breath, one movement. Inhale without moving. Exhale, reclined warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, bend and down. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reclined. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale and down. Good. Two more rounds. Inhale and exhale. In and X. In and X. Inhale, exhale, and inhale back to warrior two where we started. Excellent. Straighten the front leg. We're going to go straight into our triangle trikonasana. So both legs are completely straight. You can shorten the stance if that's feeling too much for you. Do that now. When you're ready, both legs remain straight if possible. We're going to inhale, move that front hand forward, just forward, and then cartwheel the hands down with an exhale. So that bottom hand, the right hand, can find the calf. Anywhere on the leg, it might even want to be bent elbow just above the knee, just not on the joint. That left hand can either be into the sky or again it can be wrapped around the back. And you can look to the bottom foot or to the sky. This will be a test of your balance. Main point is that the legs remain straight, so I'd rather you have a shorter stance, that the feet are closer together and the legs straight, than be straining yourself trying to get the legs far apart. Find the position for you. Try to twist to the sky if you are looking up. Let the neck and the head relax as much as you can. That is very difficult. And breathe through the nose. No matter where you are, make sure you're getting oxygen into the brain, into the body. To release, hand goes to the sky. That hand then comes down to the leg. So both hands are now onto that front leg. No matter what part of the leg those hands are on, you're going to look towards that bottom foot. So the shoulders and the hips are now facing forward. Find a position on the leg, keeping the leg straight. So you most definitely might want, well, I would think that you'll want to move that back foot a little bit closer to you. And that's fine to not overstrain the legs. Relax the head and the neck down if you can. Really drawing out the hamstring here. Make sure you're not pushing into pain. Don't push into injury, but make sure you are feeling this down the hamstring and the right leg. With every exhale, try to release down more into the asana. It is the exhales that help us the most in any asana. Bend that leg, and we push up with the leg back into warrior two where we started. Hands onto the hips. We're going to come into warrior one, and you will want to move that back foot forward so the feet are closer together. Turn that left foot to 45 degrees. Hands on the hips. Swish the hips to the front. Bend that knee. So our position looks like now. Good bend in the front leg. Hips are facing in the same direction as that right foot. We are looking forward. That back calf is where you're going to be feeling it most because the foot is at a 45-degree angle. Try to keep the heel of that back foot onto the floor. And once you are stable, the hands can then move either onto the hips, in the centre of the chest, or take them high. If you are struggling with your balance, then move the feet a little bit closer together, or you can take the arms out into cactus arms or aeroplane. You shouldn't really need those arms though if you take the feet closer together. Find something to look at, yogis. Breathe in and out through the nose. Hold our posture. The variation here is if you want to add an arch in the back, then you can look to the sky. The hands just cross over one another, and you look up to the hands as you arch the back. To release, the arms come down to the sides, straighten that front leg, and turn both feet forwards. Our star pose, our grounding pose. So feet are facing forwards, inhale, rise up. Start with the hands, pray with the hands. You're looking to the sky, stretching out the neck. If that's not comfortable, just look straight ahead. And what we're focusing on here is how it feels through the feet. How does that floor or that mat feel? Focus there. Really ground ourselves in the present. Take your attention to describing how that feels underfoot. Gather the breath. Exhale, arms down. Brilliant. Okay, we come to the left side. As always, take everything at your own pace. You don't have to do everything. And the variations are just for different levels of students. So you choose what is best for you. Left side, let's turn the left foot out and widen the stance. So it may be different than the right side. Don't compare. That left leg, bend that knee, and make sure your heels are on an imaginary or a real line if you've got one on the floor or the mat. So you want to just be feeling the stretch in the inner right thigh. Make sure you're not leaning forward, you're nice and tall. Arms go up, we're looking to the middle finger of the left hand now. And if this is too much on the knees as we come to the second round, you can place a seat under you and still have the legs exactly in this position. So breathe through the nose, hold. Okay, inhale here, exhale, reclined warrior, take the right arm down, the left arm is high, and as we did on the other side, the arm can go behind the back. Breathe and hold. Hand to the sky. Inhale, come back to warrior two. We bend the elbow, exhale and take it down. Hand into a fist. The right arm is either in the sky or you're taking it behind the back, pushing that right shoulder behind you, feeling that really intensely at the side of the body, right side. Breathe and hold. And if you want to take that left arm and place it onto the floor, if you can, or if you've got blocks, brilliant, and you can place blocks or books here, but I understand that I didn't cue that to be ready. Breathe and hold. We inhale, push up with the legs, back to warrior two. We're going to flow through these now, one breath, one movement. Inhale, and then as you exhale, right arm goes down, reclined warrior. Inhale, warrior two, bend, and exhale. Inhale, warrior two, exhale, reclined. Inhale, exhale, bend and down. So get your breath. Inhale as we rise, exhale, reclined. Inhale, warrior two, bend and exhale through the nose. Inhale through the nose as we rise, exhale, reclined. Inhale, warrior two, exhale, bend and down. One more time, yogis. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, bend and down. Let's hold it here. Find your breath. Find the best posture for you, whether it's arm in the sky or arm behind the back or on the hip, whether you're looking to the bottom foot or the sky. Breathe and hold it here. We inhale, back to warrior two. We come into our trikonasana. Straighten that leg, so both legs are completely straight. As on the other side, if you want to move the feet closer together, that will give you a better opportunity to keep the legs straight and get the most out of the asana. Arms up, we inhale, reach forward, then cartwheel the hands down, find a place on the leg that is comfortable for you. Again with the arm, you decide where the arm goes to protect the shoulder. Either looking to the toes on the bottom foot, or you are looking to the sky and twisting that right shoulder back behind you. Up to you. If you're struggling with balance, looking to the bottom foot is easier to remain stable. Breathe and hold. Notice where in the body you feel this asana. For me, it is definitely at the side of the body. To release, hands comes from into the air, down to that front leg. Both hands are placed on the leg. And you're definitely now looking towards those bottom toes, towards the toes on the bottom foot. Hands either onto the mat or onto the leg. And just drop that neck. Relax the neck. And with each exhale, that is how you deepen into the asana. As you exhale, you try to come deeper into the posture. We release, bend that knee first, and then push up with the legs back to warrior two. Hands on the hips, we move into warrior one. That back foot comes closer to us and turns into a diagonal angle, 45 degrees. We, on the hands on the hips, we twist them forward, bend the front knee, open the chest. Hands either remain on the hips or come up. Breathe and hold. So keep the back leg straight, heel on the floor, and the front knee has got a nice bend in it. You will feel this most in the calf. Chance to really get that breath flowing through the nose. We release, straighten the front leg, hands come down. Turn the feet into the centre, star pose. Reach right up, stretch right up, feel through the feet, regulate the breath. And exhale, hands come down to the sides. Excellent, yogis. So we're definitely feeling warm now. I think I can speak for everyone. So our last asana before we come on to the mat is a variation on our goddess. So you want the heels to be at 45-degree angles. If your balance is not the best today, move your feet more, as long as they're not straight, but move them more towards the front. If you're seated or you are fine with your balance, the feet can turn out more. So this one, as I said, can be seated. We're going to hands on the hips, inhale, and as you exhale through the nose, bend the knees. Okay, the variation today is that the left arm, just behind the elbow, comes onto the inside of the left thigh, into a fist. Okay, as we did with the warrior sequence, that arm goes up and then take it behind the back. You can either keep looking ahead or you can look to the sky. So a great one to release those emotions in the hips. We're twisting all that emotion out of the body, anything trapped in the body, as our theme is releasing today. So if this is too heavy on the thighs, take the seat, no problem. Breathe and hold. We inhale and we push up with the legs. Good. Straighten the legs, take a minute, and we come onto the right side. So we're going to do the same on the other side. Inhale, exhale, find your limit. Then the right side of the arm here comes onto the inner thigh. We inhale, take that left arm up, and behind the back, this arm is in a fist. And we look to the sky. Inhale, we rise, straighten the legs. Whew. Warm now, turn the feet in and just shake those legs. Okay, see what time. Okay, sadly we're running out of time, so we are going to need to go towards the mat now because we cannot miss out on the relaxation. The relaxation gives the body time, the brain especially, and the muscles in the body, all the cells, it gives them time to really learn about what we've done during the practice, any energies that have released, any energies that have come in. It needs to recalibrate in the mind and the body. And that is why the relaxation is so important. Let's come down, yogis, onto the mat. So we are laying on our back. If you are taking the chair, Then you can do exactly the same on the chair. Okay, so the legs, you want to hug them into the body. If you are seated, you might want to do that one by one. Hug them into the body, so you're stretching out the spine. Try to take the face to the knees, so the arms are wrapping around the legs, you're hugging them in, and take the face to the knees. So this is helping with our digestion. Anything, again, release. This is called the wind release pose, would you believe? So again, just letting any toxins out of the body. Good. Hands onto the inside of the feet. We come into our happy baby. So if you are on the chair, then you can keep alternating between one knee, hugging it into the body. And if you are lying down, you will be able to take the happy baby, just pulling the feet apart. Head, rest that onto the mat. And just breathe. Take some nice deep breaths through the body. Take the legs together, we come into our waterfall. So shimmy the bum, so the hands are palm down, under the bum, just giving you a bit of height. And we're pushing the heels to the floor, looking at the big toes. So my legs don't go straight in this, but we are aiming for straight legs. So look to the toes, keep trying to straighten those legs, keep them nice and high. This one is a great one to be doing at night before you go to bed. It helps calm the nervous system, which is the reason we do it now, to try and calm our nervous system down after such intense asanas before our relaxation. Keep those heels pushing up. Excellent. Release the hands under the bum, and we let the legs open as wide as you can, as wide as feels comfortable. Open the arms. We come into our shavasana. If you are seated, then the hands come into the mudra. Make sure you are completely comfortable no matter what position you're in. This is to relax now, so make sure you are comfortable and you're going to be able to be still for the next 5 or so minutes. Close the eyes and just take a note of how you feel. How does your body feel? What word are you noting down in your mind, in your yoga journal? Visualize yourself writing that down. Let the body be as comfortable as you can. Take note of the weight of the body, just allow that to be. This is your practice, so important. Bring the attention to you. We've released, or we've stirred up a lot of emotions today with our asanas. Quite intense, and especially focusing on the hips, where those emotions are stored. So throughout the relaxation, just breathe at your own speed, yogis, through the nose as best you can. And follow me around the body. We're going to come from the head down to the feet. And I want you to think anything that you want to release from the body or the mind. Take that with you, and at the end of the relaxation, we're going to push that out of the feet. The hands are open for a reason, to allow anything you don't need to be released and anything you do need to enter. Same with the feet. Take your attention to the crown of the head. We start here. Your 100% attention is at the crown of the head. Take your attention to the forehead. Relax and release. Take your attention to the eyes. Relax and release. Take your attention to the nose. Relax and release. Take your attention to the cheeks. Relax and release. Take your attention to the jaw. Relax and release. Take your attention across both shoulders, through the neck and the shoulders. Relax this area. Release any tension. Take your attention into both arms. Let that release flow down through the arms into the hands. Release what is needed. Allow good energy into the body through the hands. Visualize anything you need to let go of. Visualize that being pushed out of the hands. Take your attention to the back. Relax and release. Take your attention fully to the chest. Relax and release. Take your attention to the stomach. Relax and release. Take your attention to both hips. Make sure your attention is there. Relax and release. Take your attention to the thighs. Relax and release. Anything you want to release through the feet, that should now be in the lower body. You've taken that with you from the mind, through the shoulders, the back, the chest, the stomach, the hips, the thighs. Bring your attention to the calves, bringing everything you want to get rid of, letting that flow down the legs. Take your attention to the ankles. Take your attention to the feet. Relax the feet. And push anything out of the feet that you want to be rid of. The mind, the cells of the body, the muscles. Anything is not helping you, visualize that being let go of, release through the feet now. Take your time to really visualize that, let go of any fears, any worries, anything holding you back, push that away. Notice how you feel. Let any emotions that are coming through, allow them, acknowledge them, accept them, and just allow them to be in the body. We take some stillness, some silence for individual processing now. Just allow yourself to relax. Focus on your whole body as you feel safe at where you are, on your chair, grounded, fully grounded, on the mat, fully grounded, completely safe to be able to release from the brain, from the body. Continue your breaths through the nose, yogis. Calm the nervous system. Remind your nervous system you are completely safe. Focus on your whole body. Relax and release. Let's take some moments of stillness and silence. Continue to breathe. Continue to remind yourself that you are grounded, that you are secure and safe. final moments. Really enjoy the process. Enjoy your practice. Notice how you feel. Write that down. We start to wiggle the toes and wiggle the hands. Start to breathe that little bit deeper. The eyes remain closed throughout. Just start to take slightly bigger movements. And if you want to, you can stretch up or just start to take little by little bigger movements with the body. If you are lying down, take your time and roll onto the right hand side before you come up. If you are seated, just take as much time as you need. We are going to return to a neutral seat, but take your time when you're ready. Take your arms in a butterfly across the heart, across the chest. And today we are going to use the base mantras of our yoga. I am, I can, and I will. We often add words to the end of them as reminders or affirmations. Today we are going to remember the heart. So we're covering our heart chakra. We're giving that energy that we've built up through the practice back to ourselves. So really feel that warmth and energy. Take that into the heart. Open your heart to your own love and kindness. And repeat in your mind, yogis, I am, I can, I will. I am, I can, and I will. We finish now with our 3 deep sighs, and before you release, just remember our mantras. I am, I can, I will. Take this with you into this next season, especially this next week until we come back to practice. Really believe in yourself and allow yourself that grace as we go into the next phase. We begin with our 3 final inhales and sighs. We begin nice deep inhale through the nose and sigh. Inhale, sigh. Inhale, sigh. Just feel into your heart chakra, yogis. Give that last bit of kindness and love during our practice today. Of course, that will extend throughout the day for you. Just remember back to our practice at every point. For the final time, let's repeat. I am, I can, and I will. Take the hands into a prayer at the chest, bow the head. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me for our practice today. The hands rest down onto the legs. Keep the eyes closed and just wake up naturally. So we did take an extra long meditation there after our intense practice. So you may feel that you are more into a deeper state of relax because we had a heightened asana, the contrast between the two. Everyone is going to react differently to this, especially with our release. That was quite powerful today. So however you feel now, don't judge yourself, just allow yourself to be. Take some deep breaths. And only when you're ready, take your time, we begin to open the eyes. So thank you, yogis, that was extra special today. A lot of release, really powerful asanas that we did, and our relaxation. I wish we could have had time for more because we did go quite deep into the practice today, but excellent. You will have to let me know the feedback, how you felt during the class, if you would like any advice about using yoga to help release anything else that you have in the mind or the body. And yeah, just thank you for joining me today. Have a lovely rest of the week. My inbox is open, so do feel free to any questions, any messages. Would love to hear from you. Okay, speak to you soon, yogis. Thank you for practice. Bye for now.